This is the segment I like to call the play call that hit just a little bit different.
This one hit different.
I feel like you've got to kind of highlight this play for a couple of different reasons. Number one, this is a game-changing play that the whole course of this game was changed. You go to a 10-point lead going into halftime. You start the process of removing the run game from Atlanta by getting this score at the end and stealing this away, especially with Atlanta getting that possession to start the half out. But that's also, of course, brilliantly executed by the quarterback, receiver, and a couple of other folks. But let's break down kind of why I like the play call itself and what it's anticipating. Because I think that you're telling your defenders, including your safeties here, to keep an eye towards the out of bounds marker. Yeah, you're gonna have them in cover 2 because you want to make sure they're first staying clean over the top. But you'd say first stay clean over the top. Next, kind of keep an eye out for those routes going to the sidelines because Seattle here is basically down to their last play. And you're anticipating from a defense that they're really not going to try to push this down to the end zone. That's why when you heard McDonald talk about this play, he said, then I saw Geno was going to throw it and I went, oh, geez, because even McDonald as a defensive coach, there's anticipating offensively, you're going to go get 7-8 yards, you're going to run out of bounds, you're going to make the kick a little bit easier for Jason Myers. But you are anticipating you're probably going to get that cover 2, that you get the off coverage. Also something that you're probably, that coverage is going to be off and those guys are going to be trailing. So they're not in man. They're just going to be in kind of trailing coverage is the way that they're going to run this. In cover 2, you've got your specific spots that you can typically tend to hit. And those spots are going to be, as you can see here on my cursor, if you look, you can sneak it in between the outside corner and the safety. Now, typically the corner is going to be more impressed with that trail coverage, that trail technique. And so you'll have a little bit more space here to hit that shot. Or if you're up here to the top side of the screen, let's say between the 10 and the 20 there, where you would try to fit that in because those safeties are going to drop naturally with depth. They're going to drop naturally to think of it like a bubble just past about the 5-yard line on either side. Now what this does naturally do is then open up the center of the field. And it becomes on the middle linebacker, this guy right here, to be Johnny on the spot and get his happy ass back up the football field in really what would be traditional cover 2. He's got to get back up the middle of the field between the two hash marks. And the failure point here really is, at the end of the day, not the safeties, but I might argue it's probably the linebacker, in my opinion, because what you can see with that linebacker is that he gets bought in on the combo route to the other side of the field, and that makes him completely late to getting up the field to DK. DK's speed also separates here, where he's eating up so much field here that he's getting to the spot faster than the inside linebacker can get to, just flat out. That's just also what you're sort of attacking here. But a lot of times you'll typically ask that inside linebacker at the snap. Urlacher was famous for this in the cover 2, of just asking him to go straight back. You're just going to sprint like hell and go straight back. So why I keep mentioning this is that, of course, DK Metcalf, Geno Smith are aware of this as well. And so when Geno, as he's stepping up, realizes that this inside linebacker is playing it more over to that side and playing a little bit, I think there's a little bit of a cheating going on here where you see him right here. If I hold it right here, where you've got that linebacker look, Geno's seeing this, right? This is right before he steps up where he goes, ooh, the linebacker didn't go deep. He stayed short. And if you look at that corner to the top side here, as I'll hold it, this guy right here, he's kind of playing like he's looking at that sideline route. He's holding on Fant. He's kind of staying to the sideline a little bit. So from Geno's perspective, he's like, okay, they're playing the cover 2, but I know if those guys drop to their depth, that middle of the field's probably going to be open here with the middle linebacker vacated because he's not running like hell like he should be to get up the field to the spot. And that's just what happens here. And DK runs a nice route here to DK, also a part of this in that route running because it's that route where he's cutting that out right here, bottom of your screen, where he cuts that out. And that just pauses for, it does 2 things. Watch what it does first to 24 Terrell. It gets him to buy into going to the corner there. But then watch what it does to the safety who's just staring right now in DK all the way. Boom. He gets the safety to flip his hips too. Boom. It's very subtle, but that's the move. That's DK's route running there that's causing that safety to do it. He's watching DK. There aren't any other receivers here for the safety to pick up in this moment. This free safety here, who else is he responsible for? Nobody. He's staring right now right at DK. So when DK makes that out and up move, he buys it. And no middle linebacker in the middle of the field, touchdown. One more angle here, which is just, this thing is a freaking thing of beauty to watch. Just this throw is just le magnifica. Le magnifica. I'm telling you. Just beautiful, gutsy as hell. I love this throw. Geno's made some great throws, and there's some higher level throws he's made over the past couple of years, but this one's just the moment, getting the touchdown there, the ballsy gutsiness of it, just the audacity. Really the audacity to throw it. I liked me some Geno. I really do. So that is your play call that hit a little bit different this week. That one that just hit a little, that just hit.
This
I don't know
one
what it did.
hit
What it did just hit a little
different.
different.